Hello children, how are you? I hope you all are safe and doing the studies well at home. Today in our this video we are going to discuss about the revision of our need for food. Okay, as we have already discussed that one of the basic needs for human life is food. Okay, because without food we cannot survive. Okay, so food is one of the basic need for all the living things on the earth. Okay, as the car cannot work without petrol, similarly our body cannot function without food. Okay, because for doing all the activities that we regularly do in our daily life, it requires energy, right? And that energy we usually get from the food whatever we take throughout the day. So here this in this lesson or in this video we are going to just discuss about the concept that we have already learned in our previous lesson. So we will revise all the learned content. Okay, so in this picture you can see a girl. Earlier also we have studied about the story of this girl. She is ill. Okay, she has become very weak due to the illness. Okay, and she is not capable to eat, or she is not wishing to eat anything. Okay, due to her illness. But when her mother takes the proper care of her, after few days, due to the proper care, like taking the food on time, giving the food on time by her mother, giving the medicines, okay, and doing the yoga or exercise, or taking the proper diet, she recovers. Okay, here in this picture you can see, okay, after few days she recovered. How she got recovered? Due to the care given or taken by her mother. Okay, she becomes fit and healthy again. And what helped that girl to become healthy and fit again? Obviously, the food, right? And the love and care by her mother. Okay, so after the proper care, love, and with the help of the food, she got recovered from the illness. Okay, so from this story of a girl, you can understand that there is a need of food to each and every human life, or to all living things on the earth. Okay, actually all the living things on earth need food, but only they just take it in different forms. Okay, and why do we all need food? Because to function our body properly, first one, right? Second one, the food helps our body to grow. If you want to grow, it is mandatory to take the proper food, right? And then it helps to repair the wear and tear of our body, like for example the recovery from the illness, or the recovery of any wound or injury. Okay, for all these recoveries we need food. Plays a very important role for maintaining the health of our body. Okay, and then it gives us strength, power. Okay, it gives us the strength that we need to work, whatever energy, whatever power we just require for performing any work or any activities. That energy we get from the food whatever we take. Okay, so when we perform different type of activities, either for example we have learned about the sedentary work and physical work or physical labor, right? So whenever we do all these kind of activities or work throughout the day, either bodily or mentally, we feel hungry after doing that work, and when we feel hungry we require food. Okay, if we don't get the enough food when we are hungry, and we are not getting any food, then we will feel tired, right? And we will feel just loosen. Okay, and our vigor for doing the work will get lost, है ना, our body will become fatigued, है ना. Yes, and then we just feel के we are not up to the mark, or we are not fresh or healthy. Okay, so whenever we do any work, we feel hungry. At that time, it is mandatory to take the food to just give the vigor or power to our body. Okay, all the living things need food. Obviously, I said you earlier, either it is a human being, plants, animals, birds, or even the small insects. They all need food. Okay, but all the living things do not eat the same kind of food. For example, whatever food I will take, I usually take the same food I cannot feed to my 6 months old baby. Understood? Or whatever food the goat or the sheep take, the same food the lion or the tiger cannot prefer. Understood? Or suppose I like the cauliflower sabzi. Okay, so it is not necessary that you will also eat and like the cauliflower sabzi. Understood? Or if and it does not also mean that if I like the cauliflower sabzi, then daily I will cook cauliflower and eat. I will just get bored eating the same sabzi or vegetable daily. Understanding? What does it means? It means that all the living things do not eat the same kind of food. Different animals eat different kind of food. Like I have explained you, there are three or four basic groups of animals on the basis of their eating habits. Remembered? I explained you now there are four basic group of animals in the classification of animals. In our earlier videos I have explained you there are four group of animals on the basis of their eating habits, like herbivore, carnivore, omnivore and scavengers. And remembered? So the herbivorous animals means the animals that eat grass, right? Grass eating animals are called herbivorous animals. Okay, they depends upon the plants for their eating. They are called herbivorous animals. People who keep the cattle like the buffaloes, cows, ox, okay, all these are the domestic animals or cattle. They feed them grass and hay, right? And also oil cake I explained you. And beside the grass and the hay, the horses are given Bengal gram, chana, harbhara, right? Horses, घोड़े खाते हैं, right? So the Bengal gram or the harbhara soaked in the water. Okay, all these are the herbivorous animals that we just call them domestic animal because we use them for our conventional purposes. Goats and sheep are also domestic animals. They eat the leaves of various kinds of shrubs and herbs beside eating the grass. Understood? So that eating habits of different animals are different. For example, the goats and the goats and the sheep prefer to eat the grass, but beside these they also eat the plants or present in the nearby fields. Understood? Oil cake that we usually feed to the cattle or the domestic animals. I already explained you what is oil cake, and I hope you have learned the definition. The fibrous part that is left after extracting the oil from the seeds such as groundnut, sesame or cotton seed. It is pressed into the slabs or sheets. This is called oil cake. And amban, another one is amban, a fermented mixture of oil cake, jaggery and coarse particle of mixed grains, coarse particle of grains mixed in the water and used as animal feed. Okay, these are the definition for oil cake and amban. You can write this definition or learn this definition from our previous video. So the herbivore animals, you can see different herbivore animals here. In forest, the animals like deer, bisons and nilgai eat various kinds of green grass and leaves. If there are the crops growing in the nearby fields, they will also go there and finish off those crops too. Understood? The omnivorous animals. What is mean by omnivorous animals? I explained the omnivorous animals eat the both the plants also and the flesh of other animals also. Okay. Animals those eat the plants as well as the flesh of other animals are called omnivorous animals. The omnivorous animals are the animals that prefer both plants as well as the flesh or meat of other animals. Cats love to drink milk, you know it, right? But they like mice just as much. If they find any mice or any mouse near, they will just go and hunt it. Okay. They also hunt and eat the birds, the small birds like sparrows, doves and pigeons. Dogs may eat chapatis or bhakris, you know well, but they prefer to eat meat. The people who keep the dogs or cats give them meat and fish also. Okay. Here you can see the tiger, carnivorous animals. Okay. The carnivorous animals are the animals who eat the flesh of other animals. They are called carnivorous animals. The wild animals like tiger, lion, okay, they just live in the big jungles. Okay. For stop they hunt other animals for their food. They hunt other animals and eat their flesh. Okay. Usually these animals do not hunt in the human settlements. The animals that live in the jungle means wild animals, they usually don't come in the human settlements, human areas where the people live. But sometimes when they are starved, okay, starved, STAR, actually VED is there, it is not typed, starved, okay, when they are hungry, okay, they are forced to enter the nearby villages. Okay, at that time when they are starved, they just to fulfill their hunger, they just come to the nearby villages, then they kill the cattle and carry away. Okay, they kill the cattle and carry away to eat. Okay, many times the foxes are dare to enter the human settlements like other wild animals, but they are not as strong as tigers. Okay, okay, that's why the foxes are called stealing fowls. Understood, students? So here I explained, I tried to just take the recap of I just tried to just take the recap of lesson, whatever we have taught or whatever we have learned earlier. Okay, so I hope you all will revise all the concepts we have learned in this lesson, that is our need for food, and I hope you will just take the recaps of animal classification, the different groups of animals on the basis of their eating habits, what do they eat, what are the examples of these each class. Okay, all these things you have to keep revising. Okay, so in this lesson we have learned about why do we need food and how the food helps our body. Okay, what is the main function of food, and what are the animal groups on the basis of their eating habits. Okay, all these concepts we have learned here. Okay, so I hope you have understood these concepts and keep repeating. Take care. Bye.